And we are live. Welcome to the stream. About to join a race. We should be joining in about 20 minutes. Gonna kill the music. Okay, I'm just gonna join practice. Let's see how many minutes I'll get out of this practice. Oh, crap. Let's try that again. Okay. As usual, LMU is behaving like a schmuck. Okay, seems like a lot better. Let's jump in to the first session. My race engineer, Marie, isn't here at the moment. Hopefully she joins later. The sooner the better. I'm not too bad by myself, but I am a lot better when she's here. So the plan for today is to do more GT3 in Japan, Fuji to be exact. I think 45 is enough. Let's see. Yeah, there's a bug at the moment. I'm not sure if it's been patched yet or not. So I wanted to race hypercars this week, but for some reason they decided to pick Monza with no first chicane, which, according to me, hell no. That to me is like a recipe for disaster, because you plow on straight through Curva Grande flat out, and when you get to what used to be the second chicane, it's a super heavy braking zone with everyone clustered up because of the slipstream. Nah. Whoa, whoa. So the plan today isn't complicated. Obviously, focus on safety rating, try and get some good results. If I've got the opportunity to take a position, I will. I'm not going to drive like super conservative. So, like I said, Marie will join later, and then she can help me a little bit. But for now, I'm going to focus on practice and nailing that first race. So yesterday, me and Marie did a practice session and one LMP2 race. We obviously didn't stream it, but it was just to check what options we have for today's stream. And eventually I settled on the idea that maybe GT3s again is better. Well, that sucks. Wonder why it... Oh, they updated the game, the dumbasses. So now it's now a different version. I didn't even notice that there's nothing there. Thank you. So when the build version of the game changes, OBS can't capture it because it's a different name. That looked almost professional. Just under 14 minutes till the race, or just over 14. Oh, yeah, they've made some changes to the car. The tire model has changed, which makes it a little bit trickier on the limit. I haven't set one clean lap yet. Braked way too late there. Oh! It was actually on a good one, but that's the only tricky corner left for me on this track. And whether it's this track or iRacing, it's always tricky. Or whether it's LMU or iRacing. Okay, let's try and get a better lap in, because so far everything else I did sucked. Seems like we're catching this McLaren up at a speed. Is it a McLaren? No, it's a Lambo. That's slightly better braking. This is where I spun on the last stream and lost the podium. Okay, this should be a 43, I think. 6 minutes to go. That's a very good exit. This should just get into the 42s. That's P4. Just under 4 minutes to go. Sometimes braking earlier is faster in this. Oh, this is a couple of tenths faster. I'm not sure if my front wing having a little bit of damage is making a difference or not, because I don't really know how that works in this game. Because it's currently yellow, so I'm not sure. Does it make a difference at yellow, or is it just visual? It's a bit wide. I tried a different line there just to see what it does. Yeah, it worked for shit. Yeah, this is a shit lap back in the 43s. It seemed like just the other day, it was the other day that 43s was good. Just a few seconds left. According to this, there's 6 laps worth of energy. How many laps did I do? It says I did 8, so most probably 7. Yeah, that'll do it. I think my fuel is fine. Okay, now we're just waiting for the race. Just gonna get out of this session. So that session's over. Unfortunately, it's still over 3 minutes to the race. Even if I join practice now, there's no time left to practice. It's one of the stupid things about LMU. One of several stupid things about LMU. One thing I didn't do was set my force feedback reset. I'm going to do that now quickly because I've had issues the last few weeks where the force feedback just vanishes by itself between sessions, and it's not fun. Apparently, this is what I saw on Reddit. You can sort it out by just mapping a button. It says force feedback reset or some shit. That's what they say. Okay, so it's not that. Not that. I have no idea where force feedback reset is. We've got 2 minutes left. Wait, hold on. No, there's nothing else there. Ah, there we go. Reset force feedback. Okay, so it's that starter. Yeah, not gonna need the VR recenter. Ah, how's it, Blue Mini? Welcome. Are you racing tonight? So I found the setting, so I'm ready for that. I'll just remember now it was the neutral button. So my race engineer isn't here at the moment. She's going to be joining soon. Not sure exactly when. That's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. So you're doing this one stint sprint, I'm assuming. Yeah, I chickened out of the Monza one. Not having the first chicane was just too much for me. I did a run on with AI, and it was It was bad. That whole piling into that chicane. Oh, it's in community. Okay. Yeah, so I tried it. It's the silver, what they call it, WEC experience. And nah, I want that first chicane. It's, need to break that speed a little bit. So as I was saying, Marie will be in later. While you're here, she's actually agreed. That's the thing. You're coming at such a speed, full slipstream. Everyone is now bunched up, and the impression I got, everyone's going to pile into that chicane, just looking for shit. So nah. As I was saying, Marie's in her final year of university. She's just got a couple of subjects left. She's studying engineering, more specifically aeronautical engineering, with obviously lots of mechanical stuff in there. So yes, she's a real engineer. Okay, now I'm not gonna bother with this practice. I mean, it's like I'll barely get out the pits before the time is up. So 13 laps of 45% is more than enough, I think. They had this couple of races on iRacing a few years back where you didn't have the first chicane at Monza and you didn't have the second chicane at Monza. It was ridiculous. So yeah, she's the real deal. So she knows a shitload. It's amazing some of the stuff she's learned over the last few years at university. That's why she loves the telemetry so much, because it makes sense to her. Okay, practice time is up. I qualify, so I need to go get rid of some of that fuel. I think 4 laps will do it. Don't think I'll get too many laps in anyway. Okay, let's rock and roll. Yeah, I agree. I'm not fond of these novelty type things. Just give us the real deal. I'm gonna see if I can get a decent qualifying, because in practice yesterday, me and Marie were just trying to figure out what to stream today. And I did some practice laps and I could get into the 42s without too much effort with race fuel. So I'm assuming I can do low 42s if I get a clean lap with this lower amount of fuel in. I'm hoping next week's track would be better than that stupid Monza. I hope so. I'm not sure if they fixed the fuel bug or not. But this game is really full of bugs. It's probably one of the worst I've ever seen. think even ACC in pre-release wasn't as bad as this. Nah, understeered way too much there. I mean, me and Marie did a race last night at Sebring in the LMP2. I qualified P16 because I had zero practice, just jumped in, and then I finished 7th, but it wasn't enjoyable. Something's wrong with that car's brakes. It's so unstable, it's ridiculous. I'll go check up on the release notes, because for me this something as basic as the fuel being incorrect makes no sense at this point in the life cycle of this game. Ah, okay. Let's see if I can do a better job of this corner. Sure, that running white cost me half a second, because that's what I brought back now. Well, that's P3 for now. That's my fastest ever lap. Okay, let's put the race fuel in before I forget. I'm running default everything, obviously, even though I'm allowed to adjust the ABS, I think. I've never messed with it. But it's interesting. Obviously, front engine cars, more load at the front, easier to lock up, so it makes sense you got a bit more ABS. But yeah, I'm sure this game will improve in time. It's just frustrating now. It's got like so much potential, and then there's stupid things that break it. Yeah, I hope so. As long as I get a clean start. I've had bad luck with that. And also, on the last stream, if you remember, I was in E3 looking good, and then I had a bit of torque steer. That's what it felt like. And next moment, the car was gone. Got my P5, but pity.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Okay, it seems like my 45% is on the money. There's one dude with 43%, so I think we're on target with fuel. Should be fine. Okay. Yeah, with the Porsche being a bit weighty at the back, it makes sense. So in iRacing, I used to do the odd IMSA race and the European Sprint Series. So I was used to the multi-car thing. And I did a few races driving the Cadillac LMDH in IMSA. It was a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to getting into the multi-class hypercars. But it's still early days. But I might give it a shot next week. Whoa, that's a bit slow there. Exactly. That's why I'm not sure why they choose stupid variations of the track like that. Going a bit too fast there. Thank you.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, this BMW is being aggressive. Don't bump me. Don't bump me. Ah, we got a spinner. Looks like a Mustang. Getting some shitty frame rates. That's another thing with the game. It's super unoptimized. Okay, these guys are having a ding-dong battle in front. Okay, lap 1 is basically down. I had a clean start, now I need to focus. I can imagine Marie telling me, keep it between the lines. I'm streaming from a single PC. I have a second one, and I used to do the dual PC setup. I might try that next time. Starting to gap the guy behind me. So the trick is when I was in practice, the frame rate wasn't this bad. Obviously, there's a lot more cars on track at the same time. Maybe I should build like a dedicated streaming PC with a NVIDIA card for NVENC. I think that's my fastest race lap. Okay, that guy's gonna interfere with us. Ah, what game did you play? Okay, he let me buy, thanks. I used to stream Counter-Strike at one stage. Okay, at least this guy that's a lap down is gonna help me a little bit. Ah, that was a mistake. Yeah, I used to stream Warzone and obviously lots of Counter-Strike, but not really Apex. Seems like the leader is starting to check out. Not a very exciting race. Seems like all I have to do is be clean. Because I don't really have the pace to chase this guy down from what I can see. The guy behind me is not exactly chasing me down. Okay, so for anyone that's joined recently, I started P3 and I'm currently P3. No, I did not. I forget that's a thing. Damn. I must remember that. In iRacing, you always get fresh tires every time you exit the pits. So that's what I'm used to. Thank you for telling me that I know. Oh, crap. I was doing so well there. But no. That's a corner I made a mistake in the... I made a mistake in practice there because I said it's the trickiest corner for me on the track. And there I cocked it up. Okay, this Porsche wants to nail me, but it's fine. Gonna give him the space. That's the second time I had a podium and cocked it up. The only thing is, I didn't hit anything, I think. So previously, before the big update, I never had that issue where the car would suddenly let go like that. But it's happened now twice. So I know they've changed the tire model, but still, it feels shitty. Shit, this guy's... Whoa, what the hell? I don't know what's going on here. Everyone was like standing still in front of me and suddenly I spun. I had a huge drop in frame rate and it felt like I could count the frames. That's why I had no control. When you are driving GT3s, do you have this problem I'm having where it suddenly lets go? Okay, the frame rate thing that happened now, that's a separate issue. Oh well, I think I made up one position after that mess up. I was a lot more consistent pre-update, but yeah, I'll just have to deal with it. So my rears, which is what let go, seem fine. I'll remember that, because the left rear is now right smack in the window. Yeah, on a track like this, it will always be like that. I see it's 78. No, there's some action up front. Yeah, this track's got so many long corners. Trying to keep the temps in sync is going to be really difficult. But thanks for the tip. I will keep it in mind. Ah, 4 minutes left. I'm a bit disappointed though. I was hoping to get that podium. I think I've got a chance of getting this guy if I get a few clean laps in. Okay, there's not a lot of time left, but still. Yeah, I was keeping more or less in sight of the top two, but that mistake cost me everything. Well, we got a spinner. If I can just get one more position and get a top 10 out of this, I'll be happy. So this should be the second last lap. Yeah, that's the only way you'll survive in sim racing, is to look on the positive side. I'm getting serious frame drops here. Like there. I can feel the frame drop. As it gets worse, that's when I lose control. I'm not sure why it's doing this. It's really, really frustrating me. When I need to feel that last bit of bite, that's when I get a frame drop. And what's frustrating the shit out of me is if I get into iRacing and I do this exact same thing, I get no frame drops of any kind. The game runs butter smooth. Yeah, this race went from really good to really shit very quick. Same for ACC. Now I understand what you're saying about iRacing, but I don't have this shit with ACC. I mean, look at that frame drop. I mean, that was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, if I had a shit computer, I'd say fine, but I mean, damn.